What does a librarian do all day? Drive to the nearby city to go to a bookstore. But don't worry, it's actually for work. So theoretically, there's a bookstore right here, I think. I'm not actually quite sure which building it is. We're gonna go explore. You may be saying, Megan, why are you not in your own city? Why are you in another city at a bookstore and saying that this is part of a work day? Well, let me explain. I am going to try not using Scholastic for a book fair this year. I'm going to try using a local book fair place. By the way, I'm in the car because it's like awkward to film outside because there's people. I'm trying a local bookstore, as in it's like 15 minutes away in Midway, Kentucky. And the name of the bookstore is called A Likely Story. It's like a little family run bookstore with like a mom and a daughter. And I saw an email from another librarian who emailed like the entire state and said that check with your local bookstores because sometimes they do book fairs. And the best part about this place is they will staff the table for you. They will come and work the book fair. You don't have to sit at the table for a week, but they will only do up to like, they'll either do like 2 or 3 day book fairs. So I'm going to do a 3-day one on like a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so that all the classes can come Wednesday, Thursday. And then we have block scheduling. So we see all the, like every other class we see like Wednesday and Thursday, but then we see all of our classes on Friday. So that would give people, if they're absent or anything or bring money, that would give them a chance to come on Friday. But they let you help pick which books. I don't know if I'm actually doing that today or not, but I do want to see like what books they have. You only get to keep, I think it's like 20% of the profit, but with Scholastic Dollars, you get, you only get to keep cash if you make at least a certain amount, and I can't ever make that amount anymore. So the only choice I'd have is getting Scholastic Dollars, and I'm not even getting like a ton of those. And I also have a ton of Scholastic Dollars already, so I don't need any more Scholastic Dollars. There's really not much I can buy in the Scholastic catalog for a high school that I really don't already have, especially because I have the new library. I have nice furniture and stuff. Ow, my hair's caught in my necklace. Anyway, moving on from that. Coffee. Made it at home. Bought some like s'more syrup. It's not great. Should have got Starbucks. But anyway, I just got my allergy shot. I dropped the boy off at daycare today, and then I got my allergy shot, and yeah, it's a work day. I'm getting paid to work today. I do have to work extra days, like they're called extended days, that I work in the summer or during breaks, things like that. I have to work 15 a year. So I try to do 10 before the school year starts and 5 at the end of the school year. And rather than doing them all back to back to back and spending like weeks working in the summertime, I try to do just 1 day a week. So I've been doing just Wednesdays. So today is Wednesday, July, I don't know, whatever, 10th, whatever today is. Oh shoot, that means it's Prime Day again, isn't it? Is it the 10th? No, it's the 9th, Wednesday, July 9th. So it means it's Prime Day. I'm going to have to look on Amazon here in a minute too. Part of my work day, sure. But we are going to return to school after we do this stop at the bookstore and talk to them about the book fair. We're going to go back to school, and I've got 2 things I really, really want to get done today. So I'll tell you those when I get there, and I will try to get some footage in the bookstore, but I don't want it to be awkward. Hello, we made it back to the library. I didn't get any footage of the bookstore because I really had to go to the bathroom. I had to pee so bad, and I wanted to look at books, so I just quickly looked at books after I talked to the people at the bookstore, which I was there for quite a while. I talked to her for a good 45 minutes. I talked to the owner. So I will attempt to put in some pictures here of the bookstore that I found online because it's a really pretty bookstore. It's like all brick and stuff inside, and there was like this little cubby hole that was like a vault with a big bank vault door thing that you could go inside. I don't even know. It was so pretty. But it was beautifully decorated. It was amazing. So, oh, the clock is wrong. Sorry, I just realized the clock was wrong. Okay, so the book fair. It is scheduled for November 17th and 18th, which is a Monday and Tuesday. So we're going down to a 2-day book fair instead of a 5-day book fair with Scholastic. And they staff the table. And here's the best part. I did not know this part. They let the students kind of pick the books. So like they'll bring books that they think will be popular and like trinkets and knickknacks and stuff that they think will be popular. But beforehand, I'll send out a survey to students, like a Google form or something, and ask them any specific books that they want, specific authors or even specific genres, specific books, whatever, and give them that list so they can better curate what they bring. They're a store, they don't have like a ton of books in there. So they will actually order, they can order anything. So they will order the books. And then that way they'll have the exact stock that the students really, really want. I get 20% of the profit, which is like, I think that's it's either 20 or 25% of the cash and Scholastic Dollars that you would get also, but I can never make the cutoff. So I can't get to $3,800 anymore because they're not sending me good stuff from Scholastic. So therefore I can't make $3,800. So I can't get a cash option. I've already been through all this. Anyway, this will be a whole other video. I'll make a book fair video in the future. Okay, so it's 11:30 now, and my desk is a mess. I don't know what this is. This showed up on my desk. I mean, what is this? This is literally just laying here. Oh, wow. Is it art for the makerspace room? I believe somebody, I can't remember who, I hope they're not watching. Somebody told me that they had art to decorate the makerspace room back there on the walls, and I want to say that this must be that. There's a bunch of these, so that's really cool. I do need some art. I would like to have student-made art. I guess this is student-made art, is it? I don't know. There's no name on it. I would like to have student-made art that they use with like makerspace supplies to hang in the makerspace room. That'll be for another day. Oh, I still have this big giant box of books that I'm saving that for when the school year starts. Everything is kind of a mess. There's still carts. There's still stuff kind of everywhere, as you can see. But here is so I've got 2 plans today. If I can just do these 2 things, I would be happy. I took down the entire display in this front window case. Like we had a backing on here that looked like summer scene. In fact, I think it's right here. Yeah, it looked like a palm tree and like a beach and stuff. And I took that down, and I'm going to put up something new there. So I'll show you my idea for that. And then what was the other thing I needed to do? Oh, the staff. So we have a lot of new staff this year. Like, I don't even know, like 1/4 of our staff is brand new. I mean, not like brand new to our school. Some of them might be brand new as well, but new to at least our school. And so they have a 2-day staff training for new teachers or just in any new staff on Friday, August 1st. Does that sound like the right day? Friday, August 1st? I think that's the day. The very next day is the Dude Perfect concert in Louisville, or Dude Perfect like live. And we're taking our child to see that because he absolutely loves Dude Perfect. So before Friday, August 1st, which I don't have tons of days before then that I'm going to be working, I need to make a like welcome back flyer for staff. I always have one every year that I give to all staff. I like to have for them to have a paper copy, and I email as well. It's kind of got like a menu of my services. It's got like the passwords and logins for like the newspaper and the databases and stuff like that. And I like to just give it in person to just the new staff so I can introduce myself. I don't like to talk for very long, like 5 to 10 minutes. But I always ask the principal if I can, just say hi to them briefly. Now, my mom has another procedure. Like, she's still home. She's still not in the hospital anymore, if you've been following that saga. But she has another procedure where she has to get her feeding tube taken out and put in her side. They're going to do a different type of feeding tube, so it's more like long-term. And that procedure is the Tuesday before like this Friday thing that I'm talking about. So I'm going to be in Ashland probably like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and try to come back Thursday evening so that I can see the new staff on Friday. That's the plan anyway. But that means I really need to get that new staff stuff done like first. And maybe I should give them food. Like my mother-in-law was saying, hey, give them candy and then they'll love you, or give them something. So I may try to get them something. I don't know what, like some kind of theme. I need to come up with like a theme for my back to school stuff for this year. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT, see if it could come up with something cool. I forget that I turn my computer off every time I leave because it's a week before I come back in, and then I have to remember my password each time, which is like also a struggle. Anyway, okay, so I'll turn my computer back on, but I wanted to show you my front window display for that front window case I showed you. So I bought a bunch of googly eyes because I saw an idea. I mean, the strange things I do, right? This is what I do in the day of the life. I use googly eyes on books for a display, and I go to a bookstore that's like in another city. So I have an interesting job for sure. It's different literally every day. But I am going to make a sign that says, what's the sign going to say? It's going to say, the books are happy to see you, because it's like welcome back, the books are like glad you're back kind of thing. So the books are happy to see you. And then I'm going to find books, which is what I got to go around and do here in a minute. I thought I'd take you with me because it'd be funny. I got to find books with people on the front cover that have eyeballs. And I'm going to put the googly eyes over top of their eyeballs. And hopefully it'll look really funny. There appears to be different size ones. Are these still sticky? I assume so. Anyway, there's 1,000 of these, and I bought 2 of them, so I have 2,000 eyeballs. They'll last forever, but there's different sizes, so that's good. And then I use ChatGPT to come up with these little catchphrases. I'm going to cut these out and put them on construction paper, I think, so that they're colorful. And I have little scissors that cut like different shapes, so I cut these out with cute scissors. Like, I think you'll love this one. Feast your eyes on this story. Don't turn a blind eye to this bestseller. It keeps going. Do you want to see them? I didn't even come up with them. ChatGPT did. I spy your next great read. Check me out. I'm looking good. See yourself in a good book. Very clever. So I'm going to go and put those on the front window. I think the sign, I'm debating whether I should use the Cricut. Oh, that's right. The Cricut. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm debating whether I should use the Cricut to cut out the letters, or should I just make a sign? I think I might just make a big sign because I don't want to take time to use the Cricut. But the Cricut is in the car and I have to go get it. I couldn't carry everything in today. I also have some trash cans that I brought from home for my office here that I don't really want at home anymore because they're like hot pink, and some random decorations for my office, and they're all in the car. I have to go back, but it's raining, so I'm gonna do that part later. But I'll catch up with you in a little bit. So it is 12 p.m. and I just spent the last little bit making a sign on Canva. I used ChatGPT first and it can't spell anything. So I just copied what ChatGPT kind of gave me and just made it myself on Canva. It's not the best sign, but here we go. The books are happy to see you. And it kind of like overlaps a little bit here, see? So I can like tape it together on the back. Because I wanted it to be a little bit bigger than a page. Maybe I should have done like even bigger than this. Okay, I'll have to really line that up good. But anyway, you get the gist. Okay, so let's go find some books for the googly eyes. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is like, I don't want to put the most popular books in the front window display case, obviously. But I don't want to put, I mean, I could put books that we've weeded. I've got a ton of weeded books back here. I'll show you. All these are like weeded books, and there's a bunch more on the other side. They're organized by genre. So, I mean, obviously that would be good for the googly eye display, but they're not popular books, so I don't think kids would want to see them in the window. Honestly, I think they'd want to see like their favorite books with googly eyes on the front. Oh my gosh, I already see one. What if I pick something funny? I think the funnier, well, like this book has a skull on the front. So for the skull, we put googly eyes. What do you think? Right here, we put googly eyes on the skull. This is going to be so much fun. Turns out there's a lot of faces on books, guys. Like, I mean, we could do this and we could put just like one little googly eye right there. I mean, even that would be funny because it's supposed to be serious. I don't know. There's so many choices. So here are the 12 I picked. I thought this would be funny because we could put it on both people. I thought Good Omens would be funny because a lot of kids have read this book and I can do like both sets of eyes. I tried to pick some that were kind of serious. I didn't want to pick like super serious books because I was like, I don't want it to be like I'm trying to make light of like a really serious book, you know. Two sets of eyes there. I thought Shatter Me because it's one giant eyeball. That'd be hilarious if I have a big one I could put right there. A lot of kids know the selection. I just thought this looks, you know, serious, so it'd be hilarious to put googly eyes on him. She looks serious. I wanted to do something that kids knew, like they know Nick Stone, so I thought that one would be funny. So there's the 12 I'm going to start with. We'll see if that's enough books or if I need more. I'll come back to you in a minute with googly eyes. Lunchtime. In just a minute, I'll show you what I've been working on. And I'll show you a little montage of me working on it. But here is my bean bowl. Looks great, right? And a couple random crackers I had left. And this entire bottle of Mountain Dew that's like been in the fridge for a while, but it's still not that flat. And I don't want to dirty any cups, so that's my solution. I'm also going to work during lunch. I'm about to go and cut out some construction paper for my little speech bubbles for the display. I found dessert in the back storage room. I forgot I had this left over. Oh my gosh, this was from like a reading event we did. Well, actually, I lied. This was from our TA party that we had at the end of the year. We had an ice cream party. And wow, these are pretty good. Okay, I think the display is done. We're gonna go outside in the hall and look at it. It's 1:30. Is it 1:30? Yeah, it's 1:28. So basically for the first like 2 hours, I did the bookstore thing. For the second 2 hours, I did this display. And now I have 2 more hours that I can do my survey that I wanna give out. Oh, not survey. Why do I keep saying survey? My back to school flyer for the new staff. But they're like doing stuff in the hallway, so it'd be super awkward if I'm talking to the camera. So I'm just gonna go out and show you the display. I will say it didn't turn out quite like I wanted it to because the googly eyes weren't big enough. I think it would have been funny if they were bigger and sillier looking, but let's go see. Okay, so here it is. Now the problem is that, of course, all the stuff behind there is very distracting. So we usually cover the back, which we may. Maybe I'll just get like, I should get some black paper or something and just cover the entire back with black. That's what I should do, yeah. But just to show you, so here's the sign, here's the little things I made to go along with it with the eye puns. I used the Cricut. You probably saw that in the little montage there to cut out these. And I gave up on the tape situation. I just taped them straight on there because there's no way to tape them, make them look pretty. And I had little binoculars. So I used the Cricut for that. And yeah, I put the googly eyes on. I mean, some were funnier than others, for sure. My favorite ones, I thought that one was funny because it wound up with 3 eyeballs because there really wasn't enough room for 4. I like the Good Omens. Brawler's pretty funny. I like that one. Shatter Me wasn't big enough. Nope, needed to be bigger. And that one's kind of funny because it was 2 different sizes. So I liked that one. I think with some black paper behind there, it'll look nice. I don't know if I want to take time to do the black paper thing today. Oh gosh. You know what? No, I'm not gonna put black paper behind there, even though it would look a lot better, because if a kid wants one of these books, I can't open these display cases if I put paper behind them. Just kind of show you what I mean. I mean, when these close, and if we put black paper on here, we can't get this case back open again, unless, I guess, I mean, we could cut a slit here, but that's a lot of work. So, you know what? Whatever. It's gonna be what it is. That's done. All right, guys, it's 2 p.m., almost 2 p.m. Only 30 minutes did it take me to do this entire thing. I would not say it's like the best thing ever. Some people, you know, make it look like a menu. They make it look all cute. I am not about that. I'm just going to get it done. And that's what I did. So I took the one that I normally use, which basically kind of looks like this anyway, and I ran it through ChatGPT, and it told me to take out some of the big paragraphs I had and to use more like bullet points, you know, just make it kind of more visual. So that's what I did. And this way it's on just one page. So this, I mean, well, one page front and back, because this won't be a page right here. So anyway, this will be what it is. It's basically like, oh look, shameless plug for my YouTube channel. It's got like hours that we use library track, booking the library resources, and of course all the seasoned teachers like know all this, so that's why it's really helpful for the new teachers. Things I can do for them, blah blah blah. So that's it. Is it the best flyer I've ever made? No, but like I said, it's pretty much the same one I use every year. Why reinvent the wheel? I was gonna make a cute thing that like folds like a brochure or something. Ain't nobody got time for that. I've got 50 million other things on my to-do list, so this will suffice just fine. Now the question is, I kind of forgot about giving them like a treat or something. Let me go ask ChatGPT and see what it says. Maybe I should just give them all like candy. Maybe I should be book related. Should I give everybody a bookmark? I mean, if they're meeting in the library, I could have everybody look through our used books and see if they want a book while they're here. That could be a good thing. I don't know. Let me go think about it. Also, here's the to-do list. What am I going to do the rest of the day? Like, I've got more time, and I mean, obviously I need to get something else done, but the 3 things I wanted to get done are done. I could email that Woodford County librarian, I guess, although I don't really need to, but she was the librarian that did the book fair before with this bookstore. I was going to get her survey that she gave out to students. I mean, this is all stuff I'm supposed to do this summer, as you can see. And then, oh, plus all the stuff on Notion. And then this is like beginning of next year. So I'm supposed to do these things. It's a lot of things. Plus my Notion over here, which, you know, love Notion. Have a whole video about it. Did a presentation on it. This is my before school starts. So like over here, I have monthly library stuff. You can see here. So before school starts, this is stuff I need to do. I've done a few of these. Some of these can't be done till like the very last minute. Some of them are more important than other things. So, you know, I guess I could maybe do one of these. Oh, actually, the first thing I think I'll do right now is I had this pulled up. I want to look through this secondary library programs, how to engage older students. So it's a really short, like 8-slide thing, and I'm going to look through it and see if there's any good ideas. Just take a little break, and then I'll find something to work on. So I did a few random things, but then I also did this. So this is something I wanted to make sure was done before school started. So we have these little study rooms, and that's the makerspace room. Sorry if you're getting dizzy watching this. Down here, this is somebody's office that kind of works with me. And then there's another study room down there. So we have 3 actual study rooms that students can use. They can kind of rent them out, use them for like quiet spaces. They are super popular. People love them. But last year, my dry erase markers all got stolen. I would put them out there. Well, either that or they would leave the caps off of them and they would just dry out. So here's my new plan. We'll see if it works. We're going to leave this at the TA circulation desk side. So the TAs will make sure that students do this. Put their name, which study room they're in, and they have to check here when they've been returned. I need to get erasers though. I don't have erasers. These are actual glass board markers because these boards are actually glass boards. So they're not dry erase boards. Like there's just sort of a white backing behind here, but it's just like a piece of glass with like white behind it. So I got these special markers for those. We'll see how they do. I got extras just in case, but I gave everybody 4 colors. But yeah, I'll have an eraser in here as well. And then I'm going to put this little sign in each of the rooms. There's little magnets, so I'm just going to put it like right on the dry erase board that'll say, you know, see the circulation desk. So there we go. We will see if this plan works, and I'm going to go set them up right now. Okay, that's done. I still have to get the dry erase, you know, actual erasers, but I put the little things in the room. So that's just a small thing, but I think it's going to make a big difference because I won't be losing all my stuff. Now, I did find something else I need to work on. It's kind of a big task, but I've wanted to do it for years. So I'll show you what it is. So let's go to my office. I have these, like I got one of these. I actually have a brand new one too, but this one's even bigger. These things are super expensive. Like, I don't even know, $50, $70, something like that on Amazon. This one is huge. And I've seen where they make book menus with these things so that as you flip the pages, you can see like, here's popular mystery books or read-alikes. You know, if you loved Good Girl's Guide to Murder, try these books, or, you know, looking for books with this vibe, try these books. So I want to make these menus so that kids can better find like books that they're interested in. We have a lot of students who just grab any old book off the shelf, right? Because they're told they have to get a book. So, and there's only one of me to give recommendations, you know? So if I can go around, like if I can be, you know, going around helping students, but then help them to help themselves, which is our, you know, dynamic shelving has helped a lot with that they can find books that they enjoy more so. And little shelf talkers, you know, like recommendations, things like that. I've got something else for that too. In fact, I think I have it in my bag. Let me see. I did. I got these little book review things. I got this on Shein for like 50 cents or something crazy. So it's just a little tiny book review sheet, very, very teeny tiny. And I thought I'd have students fill these out if they want and then put them just like on the shelf and hang them right there. So, I mean, why not try, right? If they're popular, I'll order more because they were so cheap. But I'll show you what I have so far. So these are these like read-alike menu posters. This was created, so you can definitely go look this up if you go to Kelsey Bogan, don'tyouShushme.com, then you can see hers, and she's got this Canva template linked here. So look at this. Is this not awesome? And you may be wondering why some are empty. So what happened, I love how Canva now has this danger zone thing too. That's really cool. So you can, you know, things right there probably won't print. Anyway, so what she did, top 10 most checked out books. Obviously, we need to redo that for hours, but let's say we do top picks for those who really don't like to read. Well, what happened was some of the books are books we don't have in our library, but like they had in their library, whoever made this. So what I had my TAs do at the end of last year is they had to look up, they had, you know, 2 tabs open up here. They had the catalog and they had this one, and they had to just cross-reference here, you know, do we have this book? And if we didn't have it, they deleted it. So these are ones I have to go and fill in now. And then I'm also gonna have to change where it's at. Like, we don't have a humor section. That's not where it is in ours. It's probably like in reality or something like that. So I'll just have to change this. I probably don't have to change the F, and then the thing is gonna be correct anyway. But yeah, you can see some pages I have to add a lot more than others. Top picks, page, you know, great on-page friendships. I just have to find 2 more. Villains or anti-heroes as main characters. I just have to have 3 more of those. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I can use ChatGPT to help me as well, but I mean, I'm probably able to think of some. But if I'm not sure, like fantasy with no romance, I can go through and, hey, maybe I need to order some of these. I should probably go back and see what these were. Like, do I need to order these books that we didn't have? I don't know, but trends in TikTok. Anyway, I'll print these out and put them in my little book menu thing. It goes on to page 28. So I got a lot of them, but I think I also have another sheet as well that has a couple. So hopefully I can get quite a few of these done. I just really wanted to do something today that I had to do in the building. Like, I can do that from home, you know, just on the computer, because they're going to be waxing right now. They're waxing downstairs, but eventually they're going to be waxing the floor, just right outside the library doors. And I'm not going to be able to get in. There's only one way in this library. The old library, well, yeah, I guess there was only one way in the old library too. Well, no, there were 2. No, there was the side door. So yeah, I could get in usually at the other one, but here I won't be. There's gonna be a time, who knows which week it is, that I will not be able to get into this library because of waxing. So I thought I should save anything I can do on the computer for those type of days, but it's 3 p.m. I really don't want to start anything big, new projects. I'm tired. I don't want to move around. I should honestly organize all this mess, but I'm gonna save that for another day. So I'm just gonna work on this because it's pretty easy and I can use ChatGPT to help me. This is going to take longer than I thought, because yeah, this took me like 10 minutes to do just this one page, but I got the top 10 most checked out books of last school year and put them right here. What's strange is that this wasn't the top 10. Like, I did a video on the most popular books of like 2024. So I guess in 2025, people were checking out this one a lot because it was really checked out. I don't know. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Okay, next one is done. I did not change the little avatar, so I guess this is just gonna look like me too. I would never wear a bow in my hair, so the kids are gonna be like, oh, that's not you, Mrs. Music. So yes, I repeated some because yes, I Hunt Killers and The Naturals are the the top 10 for a reason. It's because I don't stop talking about them. So I had to pick, like, what am I going to put on here? I mean, I talk about some of these books nonstop, and it was really hard to decide because I also love Raybearer and several other books, the Every Heart a Doorway series. I even looked back at my old video I made on, like, my favorite young adult books. But these are the ones that I decided to put on the list. But now I've got to come up with top nonfiction. I'm not a huge nonfiction fan, so this is going to be tough on that one. What am I going to do next? Top picks for those who don't really like to read. Okay, I could... Oh, it's already done. Oh, wait. Yeah, this one is done. I just have to put the right section. Oh, sweet. Oh, there's a little blurb about each one. That's cool, too. Okay, I think that one's already done. Okay, it's time for me to get ready to go. I'm going to call it quits for the day. I have to go run to the restroom, pack up my stuff and everything. But I did get, what, 6, I think? 7 done? I don't know, something like that. I got this one done. I got this one done. You've seen those. I got, this was already done. I like how it has a little synopsis of each one right here. So I need to go and add the little synopsis. I saw that little tiny X right there. I think that's where you're supposed to write the synopsis. So I still need to do that. Just like a really, really quick little, blurb about it. So on all of those. I got to see this one. These won't take long. Now we have different sections that, like, we don't have an adversity section or an identity section. So I've got to go see where they're actually at in our library. I've been taking off the F because I thought it would confuse the students. They'll think it's in like the F's. I know they put F for fiction, but our kids will be confused. Disturbing books. Ooh. So just a couple. This one's done. The top fantasy picks with low or no romance. That one, we had all the books already on that page. I just checked to see where they were at, make sure they were in the right place. I also finished one randomly at the bottom. I need to do all of these. If you like The Boys, try these, which I do love The Boys. If you like John Wick and Assassins, I love it. We didn't have any of those. Verse novels, magical realism, heist. Oh, I stole a couple. There were like 2 heist books up here, and I put them down here for the 2 blank ones. So this might be the only heist page. But eventually I could add more. But yeah, so I've got like 6 or 7 done. I also have to show you my Ollie's find before I go. So I bought this at Ollie's for I don't know. I kind of want the library to be in the background at the end here. I don't know. $2.99, which is amazing because, why is this book $2.99? It's hardcover. I don't know, but it's the 3rd in this Aurora cycle, whatever the series is called. Yeah, Aurora cycle. The first one was Aurora Rising, I think. I don't remember what the middle was called. Aurora Burning? I don't really know. Anyway, I don't have this 3rd one, which completes this trilogy. It's pretty popular, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to buy this for the library anyway, and it's $2.99. It's supposed to be, the actual hardcover price is like, where is it on the back? $18.99. So, there's like a red dot on the bottom. Other than that, I don't know that it's damaged or anything. So I am going to donate that one to the library. I'm going to go put away a little bit of my stuff. Other than that, I'm done. We're going to work on this mess here soon. Like, I have to admit, this is what it looks like. There's like carts of books. There's a cart in there, the books that need to be put away. My whole office just needs to be revamped and worked on and decorated. I've got these old rugs that I might eventually put in here. I've got things to hang on the walls. This all has to get cleaned. Like, look at this. It's a hot mess. This is all going to get cleaned. It's going to look perfect by the first day of school. At least that's the plan. Side note, what kind of librarian would I be if I didn't take home some books to read? I have a ton of books. So many books on my TBR, so many books I'm currently in the middle of. But students have told me about Don't Let the Forest In. It's giving me House of Hollow vibes, probably because there's faces with plants and stuff, and it's horror. And I'm taking home another horror. Apparently, I'm really into the whole like summer-ween vibe. Maybe I'll film a vlog of that. Anyway, The House Where Death Lives. Sounds super cool. It's like short stories where each story is like about a different room in the house and different like things that haunt it. Sounds amazing. And I'm looking for one more book. I'm over here in the mystery section. We turned all of our books back facing normal, by the way, just for now, until we start back school, and then we'll go back to dynamic shelving. Oh no, the book I want's not here. What? Okay. It was the 3rd book in the Natural series, and I have the ebook and the audiobook, but I also wanted the physical book. I can't help it. I wanted all the books. Let me go see if it's on the new shelf. If not, it must not have got returned last year. Oh well, I've got plenty of books without it, but I'm definitely taking these 2 home. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed coming along with me and seeing what I do in a day where I still get paid, which is crazy that I got paid to put googly eyes on books and to go to a bookstore and to make fun things, like I was doing there. But my job is just like the best job in the world, but it's so different every day. Obviously some days I'm like teaching kids and stuff too. Those are the tiring days. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And then next Wednesday, I think I might even work from home and then work on like all the stuff I need to do on my computer. And then maybe the next week, what if I have more energy, I'll come in and do do all this cleaning. Let me know down below if there are any particular videos that you would like to see. I know a lot of people have asked for like tips for new librarians, so that is coming very soon, hopefully in the next couple weeks. And yeah, see you guys again soon. Bye.